Continuous heart rate is a feature that complements the 24/7 activity tracking of Polar devices. Together, they track all your daily physical activity automatically. To be able to get reliable, continuous heart rate measurements, you should wear your Polar device firmly around your wrist, behind the wrist bone. The sensor must be touching your skin the whole time, and the device should not be able to move on your arm. But don't wear the wristband so tight that it's uncomfortable or prevents blood flow. Check the device settings to make sure the continuous heart rate feature is turned on. The continuous heart rate feature measures your heart rate around the clock. It enables more accurate measurement of daily calorie consumption and overall activity, because also physical activities with very little wrist movement, such as cycling, can now be tracked. The timed measurement checks your heart rate at regular intervals, and if your heart rate is elevated during the check, the feature starts to continuously track your heart rate. The continuous tracking of your heart rate stops automatically when your activity level drops low enough. When your Polar device detects that you've been sitting for a long time, your heart rate is tracked continuously in order to find the lowest heart rate reading of your day. Notice that the lowest heart rate readings for the day and night that you get with your Polar device with continuous heart rate tracking are not the same as your resting heart rate. Continuous tracking of your heart rate can also start based on your wrist movements. For example, when you're walking a fast enough pace with your arm swinging. You should regularly wash the device, the wristband, and the skin on your arm, especially after you've been sweating. If your Polar device has a removable wristband, remove the device from the wristband and wash them separately. Use a mild soap and water solution and running water. The activity clock in the Polar Flow app shows your daily activity and how it spans throughout the day. The darker the blue color is, the more active you have been. You can also change to a linear view, which shows your heart rate curve for the day, your highest and lowest heart rate of the day, and lowest heart rate during sleep. You can see continuous heart rate also in the Polar Flow web service. The more active you are, the higher the curve rises. The timeline in the activity view shows also the day's continuous heart rate curve. Continuous heart rate tracking. Track your day, heartbeat by heartbeat.